today we have some rather exciting stuff. Over the last week I've been real busy ordering a whole lot of parts. Got a bunch of stuff ordered, so we're definitely getting ready to get the G-body all lined out and ready to rock and roll. There it is there. We have a huge amount of parts, and I'm gonna get the camera all set up here in a minute, and we're kind of gonna do an unboxing of everything and kind of do that, show you what I got, we'll discuss the plans for the car, and then we will start the build. We've got the car in the process of getting taken apart, pulling the inner fenders, headers off, things like that. We've got starting the battery relocation, fuel cell in the back, all that stuff. So stay tuned. I'm gonna get the stuff set up for the unboxing, and we'll see you in a minute. All right, so these are all I'm going to show you the parts. So first we're going to start with the turbo. This big bastard. This is a forced inductions S472 96 millimeter turbine. This is a turbo that I bought for the truck here at the shop, and I never did end up using it. So I figured it's sitting here, it's brand new. It's a nice billet wheel charger. It'll probably be able to do somewhere around 800 to 900 horse. So figured why the fuck not, you know? Throw it on there, give her a whirl. It's got this Vibrant Performance velocity stack. Not really sure why I put that on there, but I figured why the fuck not, you know? I'm kind of extra sometimes and felt like being extra. So, then we have Flowtech headers. These are headers from Flowtech. Inch and I think it was 1.75 inch runners with V-bands. These are made to run over and up. We actually cut the V-bands off that came with it there for a 3-inch tubing, and we welded on our own V-bands, which are 2.5 inch. I figured they'd fit better 2.5 inch runners versus using 3-inch runners running out in front of the engine like that. So we got that going there. There's the headers. Got a nice carb top hat from Spectra. To be honest, it was the only one I could find, so that's what I bought. This 3-inch top hat. Nothing fancy, it's cheap. It'll get the job done. That's what we're gonna use. Another big notable mentions. We have Autometer vacuum boost gauge, Autometer wideband kit. We got a VS Racing wastegate. No one had any other wastegates in stock, and I'm very impatient. So I went ahead and just got this $100 VS Racing gate, and I mean, I'll be honest with you, upon opening it right now, it really doesn't look like a bad unit. It actually looks like a pretty nice gate, surprisingly. Currently it's set up for 14 PSI, or no, 12 PSI installed. I think at first we're gonna probably honestly just leave it there. I mean, I'm not gonna be a sissy about it. We're kind of doing this to blow it up, so why the hell not? Let it rock, brother. Hell yeah. So, there we got. Got a Turbo Smart blow-off valve. This is a really nice unit. I would prefer to have a blow-off or a Turbo Smart gate also, but it is what it is. So we got this blow-off valve here. This is, what was it called? This is a Holley fuel pressure regulator. 1 in, 1 out, boost reference, 1-to-1 ratio of rise. This is a really nice unit, kind of help us keep everything in check, keep all our pressures in check. To go with that, we will be running E85. So I purchased Quick Fuel's E85 changeover kit. Just basically the metering blocks, the bolts to hold it. You know, it's got adjustable air bleeders already installed, so that's kind of nice. To go along with that, we also got this Holley jet kit. It'll take a lot of finagling. Where we're switching over to E85, it's going to take a lot of dialing in and stuff. So we have this nice jet kit. It's got jets that go all the way up to, I think, 99. We have these simple stage boost reference power valves. I went ahead and went with 2 of those because we should be able to dial in the power curve a lot better and dial the fuel in a whole lot better. If I stick one in the primary and one in the secondary, I could kind of like set up the primary to start adding fuel and increasing fuel at, say, 3 psi, and then have the secondary start coming in pretty hard at like 10 psi. It should keep the fuel curve pretty nice and linear and smooth and keep everything kind of happy. So I saw these, forget who it was on YouTube. They were making a video talking about these, and it looked like a nice quality product, so we're definitely going to try them out. Then we have Aeromotive 100 micron and 10 micron pre and post fuel filters. Obviously we need a good clean fuel supply, you know, getting to our carburetor. This is we'll get to that in a minute. Here is our Holley Dominator fuel pump. At least I thought it was called the Dominator. Yeah, the Holley Dominator. This thing is supposed to be, if I recall, it was rated to like 1700 horsepower on E85 in a forced inductions application. Super heavy duty. It looks like some billet aluminum covers to tie the 2 pumps into one, so if I'm not mistaken, you know, it's 2 individual pumps. So really heavy, you know, unit here that should get us everywhere we want to be. Probably honestly a little overkill, but when this engine comes out of the car and the real engine goes in, I just want to make sure we're already set up and have everything we need to go forward. Here is a Vibrant O2 sensor bone, you know, for the wideband so we can tune it. Then we have the MSD 6AL2. This unit is programmable. This is going to allow me to dial in the boost curve to exactly where I want it to be. I could also do 2-step burnout limit and overall rev limit with it. So it's kind of nice to be able to, you know, have that control over something so dumb as like a carbureted setup. Kind of get in there, get it all tuned in, get the timing maps exactly where I want it, the timing curves. So it should be really nice. So this is a really nice setup. Of course, you know, it's MSD. It's a quality you'd expect from them. Comes with all the nice Dutch connectors on the cables and whatnot. So I'm definitely looking forward to using this and, you know, giving it a shot and seeing what we can do with it, and seeing what kind of power we can make on a flow-through setup with it. Let's see. And the rest of what I have is just basically some flanges, piping. Have a really nice fuel cell from Rhodes Race Cars. Super nice 15-gallon cell. It's already owned for this G-Body's fuel tank sender. So if I want to, I can just hook up the wires and still have a working fuel gauge, which is really nice. One of the flanges I like to show off are these Little John Motorsports. It's for a full Marmon S400. It's this particular one is in stainless, but they offer it in stainless, mild, and aluminum, and it adapts the full Marmon down to 4-inch. So it's flange and clamp. I ended up getting this from BTR. You know, they were really helpful in getting this to me and getting it out really quick and in a hurry. So definitely something that if you're running a full frame T6 S400, that you definitely probably want to look into that. It will be something that makes your life easier, because not a lot of times are you going to be able to fit a full 5-inch in there. And then if you go with like the flanges they sell online for those full S4 frames, they're generally just like really thin, like 16 gauge or smaller even, just exhaust tubing that's bent. So like the flange is really flimsy, the pipe is really flimsy, where this is really nice thick, you know, CNC machined, you know, piece of metal here. So it's really going to hold up. And like I said, also step you down to 4-inch, where you're going to be able to fit it nicely into a car or into a tighter package. And of course, tons and tons and tons of Vibrant and some Summit Racing fittings and Vibrant 10AN and 8AN hose. So I mean, we got this shit for days. So I'm gonna take you all out there to the car, kind of go over in a little bit more in depth exactly what we're going to try to do here, kind of show you the progress that we've made so far, and yeah, we'll just kind of go from there, take it step by step. Car's back on the rack. It's lifted in there. The exhaust is coming off, getting that out of the way. Obviously we don't need, where we're going, we don't need that bullshit in our lives. We've got the inner fender out, and then it looks like we're probably getting ready to drop it down and pull the headers off, install the new headers, and go from there. We'll check back with a little bit more info. All right guys, so on the Cuddy we got the heater box removed, headers on, forward facing headers on. We got, I mean, nothing really here, but we're gonna put the cell kind of right in this general location, cut a hole out. Battery's gonna go back here. Turbo wise, we were talking about taking this radiator and flipping it forward at like a 45 and fitting the turbo kind of right in front where it is now, but just kind of lower and removing the fan, doing electric fans. So it's a nice straight shot from turbo discharge to carb hat. But I'm not sure. I thought about that. Thought about putting the turbo kind of here in this front corner. I'm not sure, not 100% sure if I want what I want to do yet, because if we put it here, then when we add bars to do a tube front end, it's kind of going to be in our way. I think we're better off sitting in the front in the middle. especially if I can get that radiator kind of moved pretty easy to a location where it's not too big of a deal. But I've seen other people put them at 45, so I think we'd be just fine with that radiator at a 45 leaning forward. So that's where we're at. We're gonna jump back on it next week. We got a holiday weekend this weekend, so we'll be we're not gonna mess with it probably at all this weekend, but come Tuesday, we got a full-time fab guy, so we'll get back on it, and hopefully by the end of next week this poor old girl's ready to go fucking ripping, bud. I think it ought to be a lot of fun. I think we'll probably blow it up, which would be awesome, because then it'll give me an excuse to put the real motor that's going in it, which that'll still be a secret until that day comes. But yeah, so if you haven't already, subscribe. There's a whole lot of action coming your way, a whole lot of really good content coming your way. And hit the like button if you like what you see, and if there's something in particular you want to see from us, if it's more truck stuff, more car stuff, whatever, put it in the comments. If you would, anything you want to see, I'll happily do it. If you want to see more normal shop stuff, if you want to see us do more of our fab stuff, more truck stuff, whatever, just let me know. So see you, Joe. Thank you. See you, buddy. So yeah, but if you like what you see, let me know either way, but we'll catch you later.